drafted too high. Vinny Curry ain't got it.
Amari Cooper, Patrick Peterson. Apparently, we're not interested in Shady. It'll cost us too much. Apparently, who knows what's going on with Le'Veon Bell? Who knows what's going on with David Johnson? Patrick Peterson intrigues me. That really intrigues me. Amari Cooper doesn't intrigue me as much as Patrick Peterson. Amari Cooper has had problems with drops and stuff like that, and I just feel like we don't need no weapons. We just don't need no weapons right now. I feel like we don't need no offensive weapons, but hey, I guess it's a good roster if Jordan Matthews could be your 5th wide receiver or something like that. I guess it is a good roster. Good roster to have. Good problem to have. More weapons for Carson Wentz. Not a bad problem to have at all. If we are the NFC East, what do you call the AFC South? That's just a question I have, because those guys can't do anything right. The Colts are trash. The Jaguars are back to being the Jaguars that had Maurice Jones-Drew and all. Those are the Jaguars we're now accustomed to. The defense don't even look good, man. I thought for sure they were going to take care of this Dallas Cowboys problem, but I mean that's our problem to take care of. We'll take care of it. We can't wait for anybody to do our work, do our bidding. We'll take care of our own problems in the NFC East. Looks like it's going to be a good win, a dominating win for the Dallas Cowboys. Looks like a couple jobs are going to be kept for a little while longer around there. I say we go for Patrick Peterson. It'll bring a level of competition up in the cornerback room. Amari Cooper, do I want him? No. Will I take him? Absolutely, I'll take him. Absolutely, I'll take him. So we'll see what happens this week with all these trade rumors and what have you not going on around the Philadelphia Eagles. And just this is why you don't jump the gun early. Look how many options are coming available to us right now. With us already restructuring Fletcher, it's options now. Now you can go offensive side of the ball, and now you can go defensive side of the ball. The offense looks like the offense can be dynamic again based off what you've seen against the New York Giants, but it is the New York Football Giants. They're terrible right now. That's not the ultimate measuring stick that you want to measure your performance against. That's not the ultimate measuring stick you want to measure your performance against. The Jags have been playing bad, so you definitely don't want to measure your performance against nothing like that. So we took care of our business. The Redskins took care of the Panthers, and the Jaguars are getting handled by the Dallas Cowboys. Those games are important because we play the Panthers next Sunday, and we play the Jaguars in London the following week after that. I was impressed by the Panthers being able to battle back. I feel like that we're going to get a hold of the Panthers. We're going to get up on the Panthers, and that's just going to be all she wrote. We're not going to let them crawl back in and make it interesting coming down the stretch of that football game. Just containing Cam Newton and just the basics of football should get us to win that game. But we don't want to overlook anybody else for the remainder of the season. Howie Roseman definitely should make a deal for Patrick Peterson. Like I said, that solidifies the secondary in my opinion. Patrick Peterson isn't old. I think he's about 28 years old. He was regarded as top corner a few years in the league. He's just a stud at the position. You know, that solidifies, that gives you a #1 corner, that gives you a #2 corner in Darby, and then that solidifies like Jalen Mills in the slot and Sidney in the slot, splitting those slot reps. That also gets Maddox some of his slot reps and things of that nature. We're able to move people around now because, you know, we lost McLeod. Like I said, Patrick Peterson is the way to go. If it's a toss-up between Patrick Peterson and Amari Cooper, but if you throw a running back in the mix, if they absolutely feel like we need another running back, if you got running back and you got another cornerback and you got another wide receiver, I still feel like cornerback would be the easiest solution because our offense is not playing bad football. We've just been starting slow. You give us that cornerback, and in the event we do start slow, we got an even stronger defense to hold the fort down while we're getting it together. You know what I mean? We need turnovers. We're not getting many turnovers like we were last year. Let's get some turnovers, man. Let's get Patrick. That solidifies your #1. Sidney's a bona fide #2. Well, I'm sorry, not Sidney. Ronald Darby will be our bona fide number 2. And then Sidney will be back to being a monstrous slot receiver when he comes back. You know, we got Rasul manning the fort, playing a little safety now. We got a nice mix of things happening right now. So I think strengthening the secondary probably would be the best way to go. But hey, maybe we got enough space to where we could get Patrick for this year, and then we can also get Amari for this year. You know what I mean? On just 1-year prove-it deals or something like that. It all could be worked out. It all could be worked out. But I think Patrick is a no-brainer. We get Jernigan back. Let's strengthen up this defense. Let's strengthen up this defense moving forward, because that's what wins championships. Like we all know, we're defending Super Bowl champions, and what have we had in that last playoff run besides the Super Bowl? We were able to hold Atlanta to very minimal points. We were able to hold Minnesota to minimum points, and we had just had a shootout that we were lucky to come out on the winning side of that against Tom Brady. But at the end of the day, Tom Brady was looking flawless until the defense kicked in, got that strip sack, basically saved the game for us. Basically solidified us and putting something in our trophy cabinet. So yeah, the AFC South the Dallas Cowboys, man, are playing a masterful game against a very skilled defense. So you got to respect that. You got to think that the Dallas Cowboys are trying to fix themselves and trying to get themselves in order, just like everybody else in the NFC East. That's why you literally cannot sleep on anybody anymore. You can't sleep on anybody anymore. But the trade rumors swirling around the Philadelphia Eagles intensify, and we have to know that something is coming down the pipe. We have to know that a move will be made. I believe firmly that a move is going to be made, and I think it's going to be for the betterment of the team. Whether it's a running back, whether it's a wide receiver, or whether it's a cornerback. I won't be mad if we get David Johnson, Amari Cooper, or Patrick Peterson, because those are three Pro Bowl caliber players. I mean, Amari Cooper complements Carson Wentz's deep ball. He complements the deep ball. I mean, arguably, a lot of people would say we don't have that deep threat to stretch the field right now. We don't. We really don't have that deep threat to stretch the field right now. We lost Mike Wallace. We can bring in Amari Cooper and replace that immediately, and hope our secondary continues to play strong like they did against the Giants. Or you could strengthen the secondary immediately and get some competition within that group, since everybody thinks we need that so bad. I mean, Carson Wentz is averaging 300 passing yards a game since he's been back. Carson Wentz is doing what he's supposed to do. He's not turning the ball over from an interception standpoint, but we got a couple fumbles and stuff like that to clean up. So, we're 3-3. I believe the Redskins are 3-2, and I believe Dallas will be 3-3. It's tight. It's tight with the exception of the Giants still. So, you know, on to next week. The grind never stops. Leave your thoughts in the comment section on what you think about potential Amari Cooper or potential Patrick Peterson. What do you think about this? I'm interested to know what you guys think, but I firmly believe that cornerback is the way to go. Lord Brunson back at you with the back at you, and I am the best reporting on the Eagles.